Yush, welcome to Rap Class. I'm instructor DJ Rahman, and today we'll be looking at the 5 best French rappers. Class is in session. Later! Okay, we'll be judging our contestants on 5 categories with a maximum of 20 points. The first category is voice. When I talk about voice, I simply mean their ability to sing and sound good to the ear. Therefore, it means that they will not use too much autotune or too much special effects with their voice. Number 2 will be positivity. This simply means that the lyrics of the song are positive. It's simple. Number 3, feel good or vibes. Is it something you can dance to? Does it make you feel good? And number 4, which is the final category, is creativity in the lyrics. Are you just using words, or are you skillfully putting words together which create various analogies using various literary techniques and style? So, let class begin. The first person on the list, starting at position number 5, is Jules. So the first song I heard from Jules is honestly, it has a sort of rhythm that is easy to catch. I love this song. This song in particular, it's only speaking about money. It's really speaking about money. It's quite repetitive. Nonetheless, it is catchy and I find that to be good. And then we have another song from Jules, which is quite popular, which is and it's self-explanatory, Superstar. Jules' songs aren't the most talented. Nonetheless, why he excels, in my opinion, is that he knows what message he's trying to bring across, and he brings it across in a dumb, funny way that I seem to like. For example, I smoke, but I see everything through my Matrix glasses. So, let's grade Jules. Voice, 2.2. Honestly, he doesn't have the most beautiful voice, and he uses a lot of autotune and edits in his voice. Positivity, 2.5. His music is positive. I will say it's okay, it's normal, but it's not over the top positive in my opinion. Feel good, definitely 3. Creativity, 2.2. I would say he's almost average. And that gives us a total of 10.2. Candidate number 4, Niska. And the first song that I heard from him is Ruzo. Basically, this song speaks about social media and the disconnect that comes with social media. And of course, there are other elements in the song. Already we see that this song has some sort of vibe. It's real catchy. I like it. I really like it. However, Niska is more known for his song Commando and his dance that he created, which is Shadow. The very opening of the song is interesting in that it paints a vivid picture, quite the image of what the environment looks like. However, the verdict, I personally find these songs a bit strong, violent, lewd, offensive even. For voice, I gave Niska 4 to 5. I honestly think he has a great voice. He can sing, he can rap. I like his voice. Positivity, 1.1. Feel good. His music is catchy. You can dance, you can move, you can build the vibes, 3.2. Creativity in his lyrics and his lyrical capabilities, 2.2. And that gives us a total score of 10.5. And our third candidate is PNL. M'a frappé, y'a personne qui l'arrête.
Penalty, je souris au gardien. Ikoya, mon clé dans la reine.
In general, I think that when it comes to vibes, energy, feeling good, I think PNL songs are quite good. However, PNL is like many common rappers, generic in my estimation, and his songs have a lot of recurring themes, such as hate,
Je me réveille, j'ai cette haine qui me pénètre.
violence, discrimination, and a sense of being gangster or gangsterism.
Pas honte de la remettre, c'est pété, moi j'en pisse au nez.
The generic stuff.
Je suis de l'époque glacée, gars, je m'entraîne à frapper comme ça, gâte. Rico, Rico, je débarque. Ratatata.
The same themes are seen in his other songs, such as Tempest.
Papa m'a dit, mon fils, t'en fais pas, c'est des putes.
But outside of the words, personally, I think it's quite catchy. And for PNL, let's start a grading. Voice. What I like specifically about PNL's voice is that it can be really smooth and calm, particularly in this song.
Il était une fois deux frères, deux fauves.
And that can transmit some sort of melancholy. It shows even their giftedness, their talent. So 4 to 5 is a reasonable grade, in my opinion. Positivity, 1.1. Feel good, 3.3. Creativity, 2.4, which gives us a total of 10.8. And in our number 2 spot is...
Ah, tu sois riche ou pauvre, au fond c'est la même.
MHD. And the first song I listened to was... And honestly, what I like about his songs is that they are quite relatable, down to earth, realistic even. So here he is doing something quite generic, I suppose, saying, Mom, I'm in pain. There's some jealous people around me. I don't know what tomorrow holds. But nonetheless, I definitely like the song. It resonates with me. His number 2 song for me, which is very, very popular, is... And this song part speaks about he's encouraging his friend to choose this one woman, and then with whom he will have a marriage, and then etc. And the main thing about MHD for me is that his songs all make you want to move. There's Bodyguard, Sagacity, and a lot more. I simply love his songs. You cannot listen to MHD and not dance. So, MHD. Voice, 4. His voice is superb. It's really good. It's just like others before. Great voice. Positivity, definitely a 3. Feel good, 3.6. And his creativity, 3.1. Which gives us a total of 13.7. Or number 1 singer.
Bientôt j'irai au ciel rejoindre Imkus, le petit Lamine. Regarde la vie qu'on mène.
Everybody give it up for Nino! First of all, Nino is a superb singer. I find meaning in every single one of his music. He is simply talented and he is a good storyteller. He uses his music to tell a continuous story. Either he's speaking about his life or his values or his success and his road to success. I simply find Nino amazing. So, one of my favorite songs by Nino is La Vie qu'on mène.
Regarde la vie qu'on mène, on fait ça que pour la famille.
And it basically speaks about the life we live. And clearly, the life you live will determine your end. What I really, really appreciated about this was how close to home his songs are. And this song says, we always do dirty deeds, but then there are our parents behind us who are praying for us.
On a toujours fait que du sale et nos parents ne font que prier.
And this is really cultural. We always say that your grandparents or your parents are praying for you. You might be outside making trouble, but your parents are home praying for you, praying that you are safe, that you make the right choices, even when you're not making the right choices. So this song's quite personal for me. The next song we have here is Goutte d'eau, which also speaks about his life. However, he tells us through the song that through his success, even though he loves his family, sometimes he doesn't get to see his family as much as he would.
Je te dirais que je vois plus beaucoup la famille.
That I don't see my family much anymore. And sometimes this comes with the territory of being successful, where you don't really have time for a lot of things, even those who are close to you, those who are important. For me personally, Nino is such an exceptional singer because he's eloquent. I can see the care and detail that he puts in his lyrics. The songs that I know from him, there is no vulgarity. There's no emphasis on drugs, being gangster, drug abuse, sex appeal, etc. It's all about positivity, there's a message behind it, and even in the situation where he mentions, let's say, negative things, there's a story to be told. For example,
Dans la vie, je revends le cannabis, maman ne le sait pas.
his song Mom Doesn't Know. Mom doesn't know about it. It's really an interesting song because it speaks about a few illegal activities which his mom is still oblivious to. She's unaware of these illegal activities, and it's about a period in his life when he was younger. And he says, so in the city, I'm smoking again, I'm going back to the weed. We could just simply say I'm going back to a bad life in general, you know? And then he says, Mom doesn't know about it. And then he says, I'm doing things that I shouldn't do.
J'ai fait ce qu'il fallait pas.
So it shows here that he's a conscious person, he's a conscious being. And all of his songs portray this sense of reflection. There's a sense of relatability, and I like the guy. I'm talking a lot. But anyways, let's start judging. Voice, 4.4. He has an exceptional voice. Positivity, 4 out of 5. Feel good, 4. Creativity, 4 out of 5, which gives us a total of 16.4. Before we end class, let me say the last thing. Here I'm judging their songs or their music in general. I'm certain that they have songs which do not fall in the general category of what they do, which is okay. However, for me to judge each and every song would prove quite tedious and difficult, if not impossible. Therefore, I judge their music in general. With that said, for your homework for next week, like this video, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Anyway, that ends our class for today. Ciao, ciao.
Zulu,